Good morning, dear students. In this video lecture, I will be discussing three questions, and I hope with these three questions, your concept will be clear and you all will be able to solve the remaining sums. Now, question number 9 says that use graph paper for this question. Plot the point -2, 3. Point P -2, 3 using 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. So, if you see in your graph paper, the graph grid is of 1 centimeter each. The graph grid is of 1 centimeter. That means if you see the graph paper, there will be so many lines. In these lines, in between also there is one line like this, like this. So this bigger square will always be of 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter each. Okay, length and breadth. And in your examination, in your board exam, you will get 2:1 ratio. Means two box will be equal. One box will be equal to 2 centimeter. One box will be of 2 centimeter. Here they are asking you to plot the points and solve the questions taking 1 centimeter is equal to 1 units. Now, what is the point here? P is -2, 3. So, where is -2, -3? It will be here. So, this is my point P, which is -2, minus of 3. Okay, this is my point. After that, they are saying P dash is the image of P when reflected in the line AB, which is parallel to x-axis and is at a distance of 1 centimeter on the positive side of y-axis. So what conclusion after reading this? There is a line AB which is parallel to x-axis. Okay. Now, if a line is parallel to x-axis, it can come this side as well as this side. Now, further reading this question, they says that that particular line which is parallel to AB is on the positive side of x-axis. If it is on the positive side of x-axis, so what is the positive side of x-axis? The upper part is said to be the positive side, the lower part is said to be the negative. At a distance of 1 unit positive on the y-axis. So if it is 1 unit positive, that means the line will be passing something like this. So this is like my 1. Okay, this line is my AB, parallel to positive side of x at a distance of 1 unit on y-axis. After that, they are saying on my P dash is the image of P when reflected in the line AP, which is parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 1 unit, in a distance 1 on the positive side of y-axis. What is the value of P dash? Now you know that to calculate the P dash value, you can directly use the formula, or else if you are not comfortable with that, you can just mark all these things on the graph paper. You have to draw all these things, details, so that it will be clear for you. Now it is -2, -3. That means this much unit, the far distance from here to here, we are having 3 units. So 3 unit plus 1 unit will be equal to 4 units. So now this is your mirror, right? The line is the mirror which is running parallel to x-axis. That means this much whole distance will be equal to 4 units. 3 unit plus 1, 4 units. So from here you count 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. So your value will come here, right? Your value is going to come here, and the value of x is not going to change. So it will be called as P dash, and its reading will be -2, 5. Correct? Because from here 1, 2, 3, 4 units you will get. So this is the meaning of P dash. This is the meaning of P dash. See here the board is having some bulge out, so it is not going, means I am not able to draw it properly. So P dash. So you got the value of P dash, and you know that whenever a point is reflected in x-axis or a line parallel to x-axis, the coordinate of x does not change. So the coordinate of x has not changed and the coordinate of y has changed. Now if you go by formula, what you will write? P is equal to -2, minus of 3 reflected in line AB parallel to x-axis. Then you will write P dash. What is the value? It is reflected in x-axis, so no change for x. Then you will write y. What is my original y? Minus of 3 plus of, sorry, it is minus of -3, right? minus of minus 3 because the formula was minus y plus of 2a. So minus was already there, minus, and then y plus 2 into a value is 1. Correct. So it will become p dash is equal to minus 2. This will be equal to plus of 3 plus of 2. That means p dash is equal to minus 2 comma 5. Understood? So this part is your calculation part. So here also you got same thing, there also you got same thing. So this thing you have to write p dash, p is equal to p minus 2 comma 3 reflected in x-axis. P dash, you will substitute the values and then you will show it on the ground, the fair copy, not means I mean to say on the ruled side of your answer script or in your copy, and in graph paper obviously you will show mark like this. Now second part they are saying p dash is the image. Okay, now p double dash is the image of p dash when reflected in the line LM which is parallel to y axis and is at a distance of 1 unit on the negative side of x axis. So a line which is parallel to y axis and it is on the negative side. So this side we are having negative x, this side we are having negative positive x. So a line is running parallel to y axis means this side, because it is asking, they are saying it is on the negative side at a distance of 1 unit. So the line will be like, the line will be negative. So here, so again this is the line and we have to reflect this point. So obviously the mirror is this side, so it has to go that side. Now if you don't know, you see the distance, how much is the distance from here to here? The complete distance was 2 unit. 1 unit I have placed, at 1 unit I have placed one mirror. So the distance between the point and the mirror is 1 unit. So this point will go one unit behind. That means here, this point will come here. 1 unit, the distance between the point and the mirror is 1 unit. So the distance between the mirror and the object image, right? Image will also be equal to 1 unit. So here it will become like minus of 5, right? 0 will be there and then minus of 5, because this point is lying on the y-axis, and I know and we all know that whichever point is lying on that particular axis, that axis value is there and other axis value is equal to 0. So here it is lying on y-axis. So every point on y-axis has a coordinate of x equal to 0 and the corresponding y-axis value will be there and their y-axis. Now if we have to see the formula, then we will say that p dash value is how much? Minus 2 comma 5 reflected in the line LM parallel to y-axis. Now we know that when a line is parallel to y-axis, the coordinate of y does not change. So I will write as it is, and then we have minus of x. What is my x here? Minus of 2 plus of 2 into 1. Correct? Is it correct? So here we are having minus of x. No, it is reflected in y. Yeah, so it is negative side. No, here negative side of x. Correct? Why? Because this is on the negative side. The value of a is minus 1a. Here it was plus 1. Because of this plus 1, here minus 1. So I have to write minus 1. So it will be like p double dash is equal to plus 2 minus 2 comma 5. Right. So this will be p double dash is equal to 0 comma 5. So this will be your answer. So you have to pay attention for this value of a, especially value of a. Sometimes we make mistake, like here I also made a mistake, not a mistake, that it was a slip of mine. So here it was minus 1, so I have to put minus 1 and then that value. So with this we finished, I think, question number 9. Now find the coordinates of p double dash. The coordinates of p double dash is found, that is 0 comma 5. Now to verification we can see like what are the questions we were having. 9 number, the values p double dash was 0 comma 5, right, and all other values are already given. So now I am going to solve question number 15, the point p. For that I have to clean the board. Now question number 15 also we have to solve. Now question number 15 says that the point minus 3 comma minus 2 on the reflection in the x-axis is mapped onto p dash. Then p dash of reflection in the origin is mapped onto p double dash. Find the coordinates of p dash and p double dash. So it is also very simple question. P is minus 3 comma 2. Minus 3 comma minus of 2. That means here again p is minus 3 comma minus of 2. Now what we have to do is we have to reflect this point in x-axis is mapped onto p dash when reflection in x-axis. So something which is reflected in x-axis, if it is minus 3 comma 2, so the value will remain same, minus 3 comma 2 only. If it is minus 2, it will become positive 2. So minus 3 comma 2. This is p dash, correct? Because x-axis is my mirror. Now if it is mirrored, so what is the distance of this point from this x-axis? It is 2 units, so same unit it will go there also. So we can write p minus 3 comma 2 reflected in x-axis, then p dash is equal to minus of 3 comma 2. We know that only x value will remain same, y value is going to change. After this point is reflected in origin, and you know that when something is reflected in origin means that the coordinate will remain same, only the sign will change, means the values, the magnitude will remain same, but its sign will change. So it is 3 comma 2, so where is my 3 and 2? It will come here. So p double dash 3 comma minus of 2, correct? X will change, y will also change, their sign will change. Now p dash, that is minus 3 comma 2 reflected in origin, then p double dash will be equal to plus of 3, or you say simply 3 comma minus of 2. So this will be your solution for this question number 15. Now question number 16 also I would like to solve here only in this particular graph paper. So the graph that I have drawn. Now question number 16. Question number 16 says that point 3 comma 0 and minus 1 comma 0 are invariant points under reflection in the line L1. Okay, if they are invariant points under line L1, what does that mean? These 2 points are lying on that axis itself. If a point is lying on a particular line, then for that particular line, that point is said to be invariant. Suppose I have a line, this one, AB named, okay, and if a point is lying on this line, then this point is said to be invariant for line AB. If I have another line CD for an example, and a point is lying here, then I cannot say that this point is invariant for this line. No, this point will be invariant for the line on which it is placed. If I have another point, suppose this one is P2, this one is P1. So P1 is invariant for AB, P2 is invariant for CD, P1 is not invariant for CD, P2 is not invariant for AB. So this is the case. Now as you can see that it is mentioned here 3 comma 0 and minus 1 comma 0. That means y coordinate, that is called ordinate, right? In terms wise, x is called abscissa, and y coordinate is called ordinate, right? So here ordinate is 0. That means that line L1 is what? It is your x-axis. It is your y-axis or x-axis. If y is 0, that means on which line the y's value is 0? This line. On x-axis only, the y value is 0. So this is your line L1. This is your line L1. Actually, x-axis is your line L1. Now, point 0 comma minus 3 and 0 comma 1 are invariant points on reflection in the line L2. When I reflect in line L2, then it is invariant. L2 means what? Again, this will be there. Why? Because their x value is 0. So this is your line L2. Now recognize the line L1 and L2. So L1 is equal to x-axis, L2 is equal to y-axis. Write down the image of the point P 3 comma 4 and Q minus 5 comma 2. P is 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4 somewhere here. Then we have sorry, minus 5 comma minus 2, minus 5 comma minus 2 somewhere here, that is q, minus 5 comma minus of 2, this point. Now write on the images of the point 3 comma 4 and q. This on reflection in line L1, name the images as p dash and q dash. Now we have to reflect these 2 points in line L1 only. L1 means x-axis. Now the value will remain same, that is minus 5 comma 2 it will become, and this will be called as q dash. It will be minus 5 comma 2, and this will be called as 3 comma 4. That means 3 will remain as it is and minus 4. So here it will be p dash minus 3 comma minus of 4. So this is my p dash. After that, what they are saying, write down the coordinates. Okay, name the images of p dash and q dash respectively. Write down the coordinates of the image p and q on reflection in L2. Now where is my p? This is my p. We have to reflect in L2. Where is my q? We have to reflect in LQ. So when I have to reflect in L2, this is the how much far it is? It is 3 units far. So this side it will come 3 units. So 3 units means here it will come. So it will become minus 3 comma 4, and this will be called as p double dash. Now this is how much far? It is 5 units far, right? And it is 2 units above. So 5 units it will come. 5 units means here. So here this is your q dash, and the point will be 5 comma minus of 2, right? Same thing, whenever a point is reflected in y-axis, y value will remain same, x value will change. Now this is my q double dash, because reflection in L2 is termed as double dash, reflection in L1 is called as, according to this question, single dash. Okay, now name the single reflection that maps p dash onto p double dash. Where is my p dash? Where is my p dash? P dash is here, and when it is reflected into p double dash, that single reflection is called as the reflection in origin. So p dash to p double dash is called reflection in origin. Reflection in origin. So in this way you are going to write for question number 4. Now find the area of the triangle P dash and P double dash. Where is my P? P is here. P dash, this one. Then where is my P double dash? Here. So what is the single reflection of this? Single reflection already we have discussed. Now what is the area of the figure P dash? P dash and P double dash. So as you can see, it is a right angle triangle. So you can very well find out the area by using the formula half into base into height. Half into base into height. Half. What is my base? Base you can consider anyone. So what is the distance from here to here? The distance is 3 units. And what is the distance from here to here? It is again 3 units. So 6 units, because from here to here we are having 3 units. 6 units. So 6 multiplied by height. What is the distance from here to here? 5, and from here to here we are having 4 and 4 8, that is equal to 24 unit square. Now this was based on the using formula method. Even if you don't want to use the formula method, you will count the number of grids and all those things you can do and then calculate. So it is better to use the formula, since we can calculate the length and breadth by using the units 1, 2, 3. We can do counting and then we can apply and then get the value. You cannot mention here centimeter square or something, because in the question it was not given that take 1 unit as 1 centimeter or something. So generally you have to write unit square. Okay, thank you my dear students. I hope with this 3 sums you all will be able to solve all the remaining questions, because all the questions are based on your construction, and means all the questions are based on your diagram on graph paper. So the more you draw on graph paper, the better you will understand, and I hope that you all will be able to finish this exercise by today. Thank you.